Welcome back to Ruben's Rundown What's in Your Glass edition. Today I'm continuing the series with a bottle I've spent a lot of time with, Herradura Tequila Reposado. And I'm pairing it with one of my favorite pieces from my vintage glass collection, this Georges Briard owl glass. Before we get into tequila, I want to talk about the glass for a second, because this is very on brand for me. This is a vintage Georges Briard lowball featuring the owl design. Briard was known for bold, mid-century designs that were meant to be used, not just displayed. And I've built a small collection of these over time. I actually did a full video on my Georges Briard collection. So if you haven't seen that yet, definitely check it out. And a big shout out to Greenari Vintage for introducing me to these glasses and fueling what has become a real obsession and slight appreciation with vintage barware. All right, let's pour. I like to take a sip before talking too much because first impressions matter. Now, let's talk about the bottle. Herradura has a long history in tequila dating back to 1870 and is one of the more established tequila producers in Mexico. Herradura was also one of the early brands to commit fully to 100% agave tequila at a time when that wasn't the norm, which is something I really respect, especially after visiting Tequila Mexico and learning how much that distinction actually matters. Herradura produces a full lineup of tequilas, including Blanco, Reposado, Añejo, Extra Añejo, and some special expressions. Their Blanco is very agave forward. Their aged expressions lean more into sipping territory, but their Reposado is probably the most recognizable and widely enjoyed bottle, and for good reason. It tends to hit that sweet spot between character and approachability. This Reposado is aged in oak barrels longer than many Reposados on the market, which gives it that light golden color and smoother profile without overpowering the agave. On the nose, I get a cooked agave, light oak, and a touch of sweetness. On the palate, it's smooth and slightly warm, with hints of vanilla and caramel, but it still keeps that agave presence. It doesn't feel overly sweet or heavy, which makes it very versatile. For me, this is one of those tequilas that works both ways. You can sip it neat, especially in a glass like this where you can enjoy that aroma, but it also holds up really well in cocktails if you want something with a little more depth than a Blanco. That versatility is probably why it's such a popular bottle. What I appreciate the most about Herradura Reposado is that it feels honest. It's not flashy, it's not trying to be trendy, and it doesn't rely on hype. It's a consistent, well-made tequila that delivers what you expect when you pick it up. And that's something I value more and more as a consumer. Pairing it with a Georges Briard glass just makes the experience more enjoyable for me. I love drinking from something with history, character, and a story behind it, just like the bottle itself. That's really what this series is all about. Slowing down a bit, paying attention to what's in your glass, and enjoying the details. If you've had Herradura Reposado before, I'd love to hear your experience with it in the comments. Let me know how you like to drink it, or if there's another Herradura expression or tequila in general that's your favorite. I've got a lot of bottles to review, but if there's one you want me to cover next, drop it below and I'll add it to the list. If you've enjoyed this video, make sure to like it and subscribe to the channel. That helps the series grow and lets me know you want more of these reviews. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode of What's in Your Glass. Salud.